Welcome back for the next fourth episode. So in previous we discussed a lot of the parameters. So why we can't able to go with traditional database systems. Now we have to be go with a little bit of the principles behind the big data. So a data system answers a question based on that information that was occurred in the past up to the present. So this is the word said by Nathan Mertz. He is the specialist in the big data. So when I am passing that query or I am asking that is the question, it has to give the result from the past to the present. So this is the principle behind that big data analytics. So now we have to be go with that certain samples. So some few questions we may ask. So what is the name of the person? And what kind of the person the friends he has, and what is my current balance. So in this point I want to share one example with you all. So everyone using that is that social media, we are getting that is the recommendation in that social media, either in Twitter or Insta or in FB. When we logged in, and then somebody and then you may be the person that is known to you. Why don't you add these things? So how these things be happen? I'm giving that is my workplace, and then I fed the details about where my locality is, and by these parameters, even it's having the meta backend, they're having the AI and so on. So that is one another part. But instead, the data that has been analyzed with the varieties of the queries, and who may be the possible friends for the person who logged in as new or who created account as a new. So after few days or 5 or 6 or that 1 week, I'm receiving, why don't you add these friends in your group? So these are maybe the friends. So there, when I am seeing that list, it seems to be that fascinating, and really that people that is known to me, how that is happening. So it's called that is the social networking, and they are forming that graphs, and then they are making that one to one and one to many, so many to one connectivity. So how all these things be happen, everything that happened through with that query, by that query the database making the certain fetching operations, and then it's producing that is the results. And when I'm asking that is the current balance, and it immediately it's returning that balance from my accounts. The one more thing we have to be know, every information is not at all seems to be that equal. So that may be referred from the varieties of group, and some are derived from that other piece of that information. The information be the original, and then I am receiving that information from the derived one of the original source. So that's also possible in that big data analytics. And I'm asking that is that one question, that how many friends that does this person have, and then the friends list maybe the changes either with that add or that remove friends. So even when you have the LinkedIn account, so there we have been connected with that professional ways, and we are having that is my networks connection list, and there we are having that option to add or that remove friends, and we are having that friend list changes. So when I removed that one friend, and then that has been populated among that is the networks. And meanwhile, another one fine example, let me share with you, is the tagging, the hashtag principle in the social media. So like in FB and LinkedIn. So if any one of the person so used that hashtag, so what we created, and then immediately we are getting that is that information. So how it's possible? So hashtags, it's in some lakhs and lakhs of, that means millions of hashtags is available in present digital marketing and in this social media system. Apart from all these things, when a person using the created a tag of mine, and then we are getting that notification, so this tag is used by this so and so, and these are all the tags used by this list of the persons. So how it is possible? And when I'm asking, there is that question, so what's my current balance, and then it has been fetched from that transaction history. So the transaction history is that a prime source. So from that history that has been derived, what's my current balance. If I am asking, so what are all the transactions that has been happened between the certain period of the time, so that too also possible. Okay, so continually we have to see how these principles are working on the next episode.